Hi guys, it's Kent here from Ergonics, and today we're going to be having a look at the features that make up a good shoe or a good boot, and we'll apply them to the Ergonics Hydrogen work boot here. So the first thing we look for is, where does the boot bend? If we press it end on end, you can see that the boot only wants to bend through the knuckles of your foot where the big toe bends, and that's perfect because that's the only spot your foot bends, so that's the only spot we want the boot to bend, so we want to really support that. The second thing we look for is, if we give it a twist and try and wring the boot out, is it resistant to twist? So we don't want it to twist too much because your foot, we don't want it to roll in or out too far, so this will help to support the foot and keep it nice and neutral. The third thing we look for is, if we look right down the bottom of this shoe here, is the heel and the forefoot on the same plane? These need to be flat and on the same plane to help to prevent any sort of twisting and rocking and rolling in the feet, and this just helps the foot to be more comfortable during the day. The fourth feature we look for is there a heel counter in the boot to help to cup and cradle the heel? Now in this particular boot, it's got a medium density heel counter, so it will actually mold and flex over time to your foot, because we didn't want to put a too aggressive heel counter in, because it can actually lead to some irritation around the heels, particularly in guys and girls with broader heels. So we've left this to be quite a malleable heel counter. The fifth thing we've done to this boot is we've actually added the elastic side. It's got this leather overlay on there. Now this just helps to keep any dirt and rocks and welding slag or any sort of material or metal filings out of there, and so it's less likely to go through the elastic side on this boot. Another feature of this boot is that we've got this really nice, our famous ultra soft orthotic inner in there. So what it's got, it's this nice high, long medial arch support. We've had to replace the poron with low static poron, so there's not a static buildup in your feet or your body. So this is a really nice feature and helps to cushion the forefoot, but also be anti-static. The next feature we look at in a work boot is there a midsole, and is it solid yet shock absorbing? So the idea of the midsole here is, as you heel strike, it takes some of the shock out of your foot, so it cushions the heel strike, and what it does, it spreads the load or the peak force impact out over a greater distance or a greater time, and this actually lowers the force at heel strike, and it also cushions the forefoot, so it works with our insole that we saw before with the low static poron. It cushions the forefoot and it helps to make your foot a lot more comfortable when you're walking over your 10,000 steps during the day. The other features we've got in this boot are, we've got this nice scuff protector in the toe. So what this actually does, it helps for the boot to look newer for longer, because what it'll do, it'll actually help to prevent any scuffs in the leather around the toe, which is a really high wearing area of the toe. The other features of the boot, we've got this nice elastic sided section here, and it's leather coated, so you won't get any slag or any concrete or any dust or dirt or metal filings or stuff come through the elastic side there. So that is the Ergonics Hydrogen boot. We're very, very happy with it. We've got this nice non-slip sole. We look forward to seeing what the feedback is on this one and seeing some pictures of you guys using it on site and what your thoughts are. Thanks.